Megatron. Welcome, Megatron. Who said that? Show yourself. I have summoned you here for a purpose. Nobody summons Megatron. Then it pleases me to be the first. State your business. This is my command. You are
to be in some YouTuber's amateur biography of you.
No! Terms! I
Hello everybody, this is SOC Spectacular, your NCOIC for all things entertaining on this channel. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being an avid watcher. If this is your first time here, I urge you to find that subscribe button and hit that bell notification, all that stuff that other YouTubers tell you to do. Do that here, buddy, because I'm getting ready to roll out some more videos. On this channel, I do Transformers, video games, video game reviews, all that stuff. But right now I want to start something on the G1 profiles of Transformers, and the first of which will be Megatron. Now, if you like videos like this and my other Transformers videos, give this video a like, talk to me down in the comments and let me know, and I'll do more. If not, then hey, I'll do something else. All right, moving right along, people. Over the past 2 years, I will admit to you that my interest in Transformers toys, specifically the Masterpiece variations, have intrigued me. I've always loved the series. I've loved the toy lines, and they stand out above a lot of other toy lines and gimmicks out there. But I like G1 for so many reasons of the Transformers, and I'm gonna get into them now. There are many origins for the Decepticon leader known as Megatron these days, but his G1 version has been and always will be my favorite. At a time of Cold War in the real world, an excellent villain was the make or break of your product line. In 1984, I believe I was 8 years old, so yeah, I'm an old dude. I highlight that so you can see how unique my approach to the Transformers and many toy lines of that era is. When I was a kid, every show was about a hero. You were sold on Lion-O, He-Man, and of course, Optimus Prime being the epitome of cool. I think we can all agree that a good villain makes for a great hero. So it's no surprise to me to see that Megatron has become so popular these days. What does take me by surprise is how many different versions of this robotic dictator exist on other Transformers fans' favorite list. You aren't here to hear about those variations though, or those versions of Megatron. You are here to hear about the best version of Megatron there is, and that is Generation 1 Megatron. Let's get back to my ancient childhood for a second. Back then, villains didn't need much of an origin, although Megatron did have one. For the most part, Megatron was depicted as a tyrannical, merciless leader of the Decepticons, who thirsted for power over Cybertron through the means of amassing Energon, the Transformers version of Power Source, because I do have people who listen who don't know this stuff. Megatron is the founder of the Decepticon Uprising, and their most well-known and feared leader. For a little background on the Decepticon leader, Megatron was responsible for bringing Cybertron out of its golden age when he restarted the Autobot-Decepticon Civil War 9 million years ago. Among his first actions was the fatal wounding of a young dockworker named Orion Pax, who was rebuilt to become Megatron's sworn enemy, Optimus Prime. Megatron's forces boarded the Autobot spacecraft when it was on a mission to search for new sources of energy on other planets. He was knocked offline like all of the other Transformers when the ship crashed on prehistoric Earth. Both factions reawakened in 1984, where Megatron made it his mission to pillage all of Earth's natural resources and enslave its populace. With the goal of revitalizing Cybertron and dominating the entire universe, his plans were cunning, wicked, outrageous, and often utterly ridiculous. For example, making a clone of Optimus Prime to infiltrate the Autobots' base and not doing a shred of history on any of their backgrounds. Megatron generally detests human life, but will occasionally work with humans in order to gain what he needs. See Dr. Arkeville. He was unquestionably the most powerful Decepticon at the time of his inception. Generation 1 Megatron transformed into a Walter P-38 pistol, based on a gun used in the TV show The Man from U.N.C.L.E. The Walter P-38 is a 9mm semi-automatic pistol that was developed by Carl Walter at the beginning of World War II. The P-38 was a groundbreaking semi-automatic pistol design, which introduced technical features still used today in current commercial and military semi-automatic pistols. In 1984, the thought of anything changing from one thing to a robot was mind-blowing. But as an 8-year-old male, what could be cooler than a gun changing into a robot and back? Of course, standards on toy guns back then were much more lax than they are today, to say the least. My Megatron must always be a gun, but I will accept a tank form from time to time. Megatron had multiple lieutenants. It's difficult thinking of Starscream as his second, although he was presented that way. I mean, why would you hire a guy and keep him around who was outwardly pining for your position? Along with Starscream, notable henchmen included Shockwave, his military strategist and lead scientist, and who could forget Soundwave, the tape-loving father who just needed the check to feed his starving Cassetron family. Depending on his mood, Megatron may deploy one of several weapons. Sometimes he uses his Energon mace to strike down his enemies. Other times, he uses his famous fusion cannon. In the end, it matters not how they die. Death by the hands of Megatron is considered an honor.
Will anyone else attempt to fill his shoes?
There is no other acceptable version of Megatron in my personal Transformers world. Because when you have a robot that turns into a gun,
Megatron, you've got to transform.
who wouldn't give up all their Energon? All hail Megatron. Alrighty people, the end of another video. Fun fact, I have never seen an original G1 Megatron toy face to face. If you count pictures on the internet, I guess I've seen it there, right? But I loved Megatron back in the day. The thought of him, you know, being merciless, tyrannical, evil for the sake of whatever. But I think his battle with Optimus Prime is probably one of the most interesting aspects about him. Today they've revitalized the character in so many different ways, man. I don't like Megatron as a, I don't know, what do they have in Transformers sometimes? Like I know he's been a helicopter, which is okay and animated, and he's been in a couple of other forms. But for me, gun or tank, like I said earlier, that'd be it. Hey guys, this video was absolute fun to do. I'm going to do some more. Please, if you liked it, you loved it, and you want more of it, hit the like button. I'll know that way. Comment down below, let me know, and I'll do some more. I got plenty of these things already pre-written up, and I can get to work. If you don't like Transformers material, I understand that. I also have other things, like I've got video game reviews I'm planning on doing pretty soon. I stream here from time to time. Turn on your notifications so you know what that is. I don't have a schedule. And I will do other things to fill the voids if you don't like Transformers. But in any event, I appreciate you for watching any content here. Thank you for coming back. And if this is your first time here, like I said before, I appreciate the view. If you do anything else, remember this: if you can't be good at it. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.